TLC Trading AI is having significant withdrawal issues, and we need to talk about this. I'm going to tell you guys everything I know and what I'm doing from this point on. So I want you guys to be in the know about everything. Now, my name is Anthony Deloach, and on this channel, I share multiple plays and multiple ways for you to earn passive income through cryptocurrency and beyond. So if that's something that you're interested in, then I definitely want you to lock in with me by liking this video, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop a new crypto investing review or tutorial. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. You know, TLC Trading AI is one of, well, as a matter of fact, it's the only passive crypto platform that I am in right now. And I was actively doing presentations and trainings on this platform. But as of late, it has been facing withdrawal issues. And the reason why I know this is because I've been personally impacted by the withdrawal issues. I have been trying to request withdrawals since last Tuesday. I believe that was the 23rd, right? So the 23rd of the month, I tried to request a withdrawal and I noticed that my withdrawal was canceled by the company, thinking that it was something that was just random or whatever. I reached out to the company and said, hey, can you tell me why my withdrawal was canceled? They actually told me to go in and check my withdrawal address to make sure it was correct. Once I told them it was correct, it was the same withdrawal address that I always use, they told me to try the withdrawal again. So I tried the withdrawal again, and after that, what happened was that withdrawal was canceled also, right? So that withdrawal was canceled. Still thinking, hey, look, it could be just a glitch or it could be something. Maybe they got it figured out, right? So I went in and I requested another withdrawal. So I requested the withdrawal again. And when I requested the withdrawal this time, it was canceled again, right? So at this time, you know, I'm apparently frustrated. I want to know what's going on. Why is this happening? And I've never seen this happen before. So I go back in and I send another message to support. Now, the good thing is support is responding to me. So I send another message to support and I'm like, hey, I've had 3 withdrawals canceled. And I'm going to put this on the screen so you guys can see it. I've had 3 withdrawals canceled. Do you know what the issue is? Why? I want to know why, pretty much is what I said, right? And so I wanted to let you guys know that they said then at that point that there may be an issue with the third wallet being connected because of the cards that they're coming out with, right? And the TLC cards that are going to come out. Now, at that point, I said, well, if this is an issue, right? Is this going to be released to the entire community so that everybody knows? They came back and they really didn't answer that question. Because I was like, is this only affecting me or is this the entire community? They said, we're working diligently on the issue. We'll let you know when it's resolved. And so that is what happened up until that point. Well, ever since that point, I've been requesting withdrawals, and every withdrawal that I've requested has been declined. And I'll show you guys this on the screen right now so you guys will be aware of it. So if you can see here, I started my withdrawals. The last withdrawal that I actually received, and I'm going to click on this so you guys can see this. It was processed, right? So that was the last withdrawal that I received. But every withdrawal that I have processed since then has been canceled, right? All of these withdrawals have been canceled, every single one of them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 withdrawals that have been canceled by the company. And you notice I'm doing them once a day. So I go in, and this one I did 2 withdrawals. So that was the reason why that one says 27th twice. But the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 2 on the 27th, and 2 on the 29th that I requested these withdrawals, and they're all being declined, right? And so that is a significant issue. I have a thing that if we cannot get money out, then we do not put money in, right? And so I'm like, hey, I can't do that. I was doing presentations. I can't do presentations because it's not working correctly. Now, I had to do my due diligence and my research, and I reached out to some other people to make sure it wasn't just me, right? And so I reached out to some other leaders that I know to make sure that this thing wasn't just an issue with me. And I did find out some interesting information. Well, one of the things I reached out and I found out that there were other people who were experiencing this, right? They were experiencing that their withdrawals were being canceled. Then I reached out and I saw that my upline, that he said he had been having withdrawal issues as well. And so I was like, hey, this is an issue. This is really an issue. Is it everyone though? But the great thing is I did find out that it was not everyone. I don't know if it's a great thing, but there were some people who were receiving withdrawals, and they showed me proof that they were receiving a withdrawal. Even someone who received one as of today, they did a withdrawal yesterday and they received a withdrawal today. So it lets me know it's not everyone, but it is a large group of people who are not receiving their withdrawals. And I think the thing that's giving me pause, and the thing that's causing an issue, is that the company is not communicating with the community as a whole and letting everybody know that there is a problem and giving an ETA on the resolution, or even giving more details about the resolution to the problem, right? If you're saying that it's the wallet, it's a wallet issue, then why can some people get paid and some people not get paid? If you're saying it's truly because of a third wallet that's being integrated, right? But there's some other theories and things that have been thrown around by myself and other leaders as we're trying to figure out what's going on. And that's where the problem comes in, because when you don't communicate as a company, it leaves the room for everybody to come up with their own scenarios of the reason why some people are not getting paid. And the other thing is that you've been able to communicate consistently about the profits that are coming, the daily profit results. You communicate about that. You communicate about the card coming out. You communicate about a new payment method, the USDT BEP20. You're communicating about a lot of stuff, but you're not communicating about a major issue that's going on. I even had someone that reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me and said their team in Hungary is not receiving withdrawals, and it's their entire team. And there's some other speculations and rumors around that. The thing that the company needs to do is to get out in front of this stuff so that it's not an issue of everybody coming up with their own scenarios and their own stories about what's happening. But when the company doesn't do that, that's when everything goes downhill, because people lose trust for the company. People lose trust that the company is going to do the right thing. Am I saying that it's over for TLC? No, but this is a very bad look. This is what we call red flags in this space and in this industry, because we've seen so many things happen in this space, right? And TLC, I would give them credit. They have been doing great things up until now, right? But now we're starting to see that there are some things going on, maybe some things behind the scenes, because of the silence on this is crazy. Now, here's another thing that was very disturbing to me, is I'm a person that I do my due diligence, I do my research and all of that type of stuff. One of the things that happened was that I went into the chat. There's a Telegram chat, the TLC community. Well, everybody knows that with a Telegram chat, you can set up a Rose bot, right? And they have a Rose bot that's set up in the Telegram chat. Now, that's fine. It automates messages, welcomes people. It does a lot of stuff. But another thing that you can do when you're using a Rose bot is to program it to ban or delete or block people for particular reasons. You can actually program it to do that. And I'm going to put on the screen here so you guys can see that the Rose bot, I saw that it was programmed to add people to the block list if they asked questions or made statements that included the word withdrawal. And I don't think they deleted it later. I don't think they meant for people to see that, but I saw the programming from the Rosebot where it was programmed to delete somebody, basically put them on the block list if they asked a question or made a statement that included the word specifically withdrawal. Now, I don't think that is. If you have a community and you're not letting the community talk about openly the things, and you're not providing answers to the questions about withdrawals, instead of you're trying to deflect those people and put them on a block list or block their things. I watched another good friend, and he said he is not even able to communicate in the community. Why not? Why isn't it an open community where everybody can communicate if this is supposed to be the TLC Trading AI community, right? And these are some problems that are happening with TLC that makes me say, hey, look, I got to take down my links, right? Because I don't want anybody to put money into this thing now if and not be able to take money out. If I knowingly know that there's a group of people, I don't know how large the group is, but if there's a lot of people right now who are not getting withdrawals, okay? So I want you guys to really understand what I'm talking about, why I'm taking my links down. I've already communicated in my game plan to 100 grand group. I've already put that thing out there. I'm not doing presentations. If somebody's wondering what Anthony used to do presentations a lot, I'm not doing presentations. This issue needs to be resolved, right? And once this issue is resolved, and if it's resolved adequately, then I can go back to doing presentations, or I can go back to sharing my link. But as long as things are not operating the way they're supposed to, this is not something that I can actually have my link out there for and all of that type of stuff. You guys know how we do it. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice, and nothing in any of my videos should be considered financial advice. That's not what this is about, right? And I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. I'm not trying to tell anybody else what to do. Some of you may be on here and you're receiving your withdrawals and you want to continue the way you have as normal. That's perfectly fine. But for me, I am not receiving withdrawals. There's a lot of people on my team who's not receiving withdrawals, and there's other people who I've reached out to that are not receiving withdrawals. And that, to me, is a red flag. I'll say it like this. Now, this is just my perspective. I'm not trying to give you your perspective, but a withdrawal issue for anybody is a potential withdrawal issue for everybody, right? It just lets you know what can happen to you. It may not have happened to you yet, but it could happen to you in the future. And so I just wanted to make this public service announcement to let everybody know what was happening and give you guys my take on it and what was going on. All right. So hopefully you got a lot out of this. Once again, guys, over here, I'm going to try my best to give you the things that I'm doing so that we can be successful and earn passive income. I'm going to be doing a live video a little bit later today if you're watching this on the same day, and I'm going to be talking about one of the primary ways that I'm focusing on earning passive income right now and how I'm doing that. And it doesn't include a platform. It's not crypto. It's not any of that. Subscribe to my channel, right? Hit that notification bell. Make sure that you get all of my videos, because I'm going to be dropping some incredible content that's going to help a lot of people. All right. As always, you know what we're going to do, guys. We're going to invest wisely. We're going to invest well. We will only invest what we're willing to lose, but we're investing for the opportunity to win. Until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I am out. Peace.